Bonjour! So we are back in Riverview for another renovation. It's going to be more of a let's build today. So we are back downtown. I've done quite a few lots here already. So I'm going to pin on the screen the link for the playlist. I'll also put it at the end of the video for all the lots I've done in Riverview, which is mostly downtown. This one and this one over there. And today I'm going to do one that has been bothering me. You know, when you look at a distance, and it's this one. It's too big for compared to the other lots. This one is not bothering me as much because it fits. Also, I don't like the back over there, how it looks. So it's going to be the theater for today's episode. Let's check it out first in Edit Town. So it's the Wilson of Community Theatre, 120 Bridge Parkway, and the size is 25 by 30. Okay, let's have a closer look. So it is only the rabbit hole building, and as far as I can tell, it's the same one that was in Sunset Valley. So I'm not going to recreate the building this time. I'm going to do something different. But the idea would be to also have it as a theater. I'm thinking I'm going to have like the music classes there. Would be cool. And is there anything to see here? Just the booth over there. And okay, the signs. But I don't think there is anything inside. Ooh! That's so cool. It reminds me a bit of the haunted house from SIMS. Okay, we have a view on the lots across the park. That was a bit spooky. Oh, those trees might bother me. Well, I have several ideas, so I'll see which one works the best here. I might try different things. It might take a while, so I might start another one when I'm doing this one. Let's get into it. So planning the building itself, the layout first, and what I wanted there. So I already knew that I wanted something different from the original building because I already kind of redid it for Sunset Valley with the marquees and, well, the front mostly. So I wanted something different. Also, I wanted a movie theater and a theater that would fit the small town vibe. And for the walls, I went with brick, because reddish brick walls, because it's kind of the theme for the town. Well, mostly downtown, but I'm thinking maybe also the industrial area where there is at least 2 warehouses there that are brick buildings. So yeah, I'm going with that. And so there are 2 buildings there next to each other that are part of the same center. And so the long one here that I'm doing first is the movie theater, and also to remove the trees in the back because they were clipping on the lot. And upstairs there are rooms for the music career, and the annex next to it is actually I was going to say comic book store, but more like the bookstore. So I've put the 2 rabbit hole rugs, one for the theater, the movie theater, and the other one for the bookstore. And I think there I've got footage, but I've switched the I think it was no visitors allowed, and I switched that a label to nerd shop. It's a nerd shop. I've got a few reasons for that. One of the things I'm not sure of is if the SIMS can use the stage. So I've put a stage from Showtime there, and also the markers for the public, so they technically should be able to do a show and have people attending, SIMS attending the show. But I don't know if it works with that lot assignment, but I'm thinking it can be changed, the lot assignment. But I liked it because, what was it? I think there is a convention or something that can be held there, and it seemed logical to me that it could be held at the theater. So the fact that it would be a theater and at the same time have the nerd shop label fitted somewhere. So it's been a while since I started that one, because I worked on it at different times, and so I don't remember all the thought process behind it, but mostly it was something like that. Here I'm doing not really the fire exit, but the exit for the movie theater. So the screens, there is only one. So the cinema is downstairs in the basement, and there is only one screen room. I think I've kept that, but at first I did two. But then I was, okay, it's a small town, and if need be, one can be added. So there is room for one more, but I've left only one there. So in the lobby, the front room here, with the where I've put the register, it's a food register I've put there. Oh yeah, I haven't play tested the lot. I haven't had time to do so. So hopefully the register is accessible for the NPCs. But there are a few also vending machines, and the snow cone machine is actually downstairs. And because I thought it's kind of a replacement for the popcorn machine from the store. And I thought, popcorn would be better near the cinema area. So for that front room, I did take inspiration from a picture I saw on Google, and I really liked the fact that it was not the usual movie theater entryway, but at the same time it looked like a movie theater entryway, or something a bit not posh, but posher than more like, just a brand new movie theater, modern, etc. Like here, I feel like it has a bit of a 50s vibe. So I saw a picture, and I think mostly from the picture, the color of the walls and the shape of the counter here, I've taken from there. And the lollipops here, they are there are items from the game that are made accessible thanks to a mod that I'm going to link in the description box below the video. I have to remember to do that. And that's where I went with that hallway. I didn't want something Art Deco. That is usually the vibe for the movie theater. Even the one from the store it has that. And then for the theater, so I did a stage. There is the stage from Showtime, and put the chair. First I did the curtains. So I'm not using curtains from the store, so I couldn't use the one from Lucky Palms, but I think they're the best one for that type of things. But at first I wanted to change it up a bit again, so I went for blue curtains, but then I tried red, and it looked better with red curtains, in my opinion, so I went with red curtains at the end. So that's going to change. And I've put, so there is the stage, and I've put a podium there to the rostrum here where they can do a speech, for no particular reasons, except that someone can talk there, so it can be moved around too, and put, for instance, Backstage, which I'm going to tackle next, the Backstage area. So here doing the curtains blue, and adding a prop from Showtime, but it's a hidden item, so same thing, you need a merge for that. I'm going to link it in the description box below the video. Then, so Backstage, I made a back entrance there, and Backstage, I've put quite a few objects there. So, oh yeah, for this lot, I've used, I think, items from all the packs I have, which is all of them except the Katy Perry one for the stuff packs, and for the EPs, it's into the future. I don't have this, the last one. So all the other ones I've put items from there, pretty sure. And Backstage, a lot of props and different areas for the Sims to get ready to go on stage. There is also the costume chest for the kids to play dress up to. And what else? I think, oh, there's a bathroom with a shower, but I'm going to do it later. While I'm doing the bathrooms, different bathrooms. I was keeping them for the end. It's like my favorite thing to do, because I like to try and find funny things for bathrooms. But when I'm doing here makeovers without CC, it's getting more and more difficult to find what I really like to use there. What else is that do? I know. I've placed dressers, a couple of them, and the magic mirror is there too, from Supernatural, so they can use that. But yeah, there is nothing big there, and there is a secondary entrance that's opening onto the back, where there is the dumpster and a few trash cans, and there is also the back door for the shop next door. So that's where it's located. And then I went upstairs for the rooms for the music career, where I've divided the space into different rooms. So I'm trying to count before they show up on screen. There are 6 rooms plus 1, so 7 rooms. So 6 rooms for the different musical instruments, and then there is one where there is the dance studio. So it's the one at the front of the building, and also so I kept adjusting the lot so that it would fit what I wanted there. And so the different rooms there, I didn't have enough instruments because I'd forgotten that the violin is from the store, so I didn't put a violin there. So instead, at first, I was thinking maybe a radio station, but I'm keeping that for the newspaper building. And then since I had started on that, I put I was thinking like a recording studio instead. So 2 of the rooms are for the recording studio, and in the recording parts, where instead of having like a musical instrument, I've put at first I put the radio station, but instead I've put the DJ booth, And then in the booth here, I've put chessboards in the table so that they can, pretend they are switching things, buttons up and down, on and off. Not sure how it works, the whole thing. So that's the dance studio, and then the different music rooms. There are drums in one, the bass in another one, two guitars, I think, and the piano in the last one. Then I climbed down 2 floors and a half to get to the basement where there is. So I kept changing the layout. It wasn't on the same day, but it was like, okay, maybe 2 rooms. So I'm just going to keep the one on the right, but there is still the possibility to have the one on the left. And it's a big screen room, and for once I tried to change the seats a bit. So I'm trying with that couch from, I think it's from Pets. We're thinking that it might look like chairs for a movie theater, so why not? And the big screen is from Showtime, but it can be replaced by the one from the store, for instance. And then still downstairs there is also a bathroom. It's a rather large one. Just the one there. And next door, so the bookstore, which is a mix. That was. So there is a mix. I just remember what I was thinking about before, but I wasn't remembering what it was exactly. I think it's a video game convention that you can have at the theater, and since it's at the theater and it's a nerd shop, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not a real one. I think it's just notification you get when they are in the theater rabbit hole. But since it's a net shop, you can imagine it's there, since it's on the same lot. So that's why that was one of my, what I was thinking when I was thinking maybe it would be great to have that label with the theater there. Okay, so the bookstore. So it's not only a bookstore, so I've put the rabbit hole rug, so they can buy books, but also the comic book store register, so they can buy comic books. They can stay there and read, because there are a few chairs here and there. I've also put a few arcade games, so mostly just like, the video games, and one is the one where you sit down and a couple of Sims can play at the same time. I don't really know the name of these. And so it's not an arcade at all, but it's just something they can do there. And there are also some art supplies, and an easel. I've put an easel. I wasn't sure, but yeah, why not? And it's totally the type of store I would spend my life in. So, what else there? Oh yeah, I've put in a corner, there is books and toys for toddlers. And I've used, what have I used? I've used a bookshelf, at least one from the movie stuff back, because there was I wanted a theme for that, and I went with, at first I went medieval, but then it didn't really fit with the contemporary style I went with the store. So I went with that bookshelf where there is a rabbit on it, a toy rabbit, a bunny, and since there are a few other items with bunnies, trying to do some sort of a a themed area over there. And that's, yeah, the store tried to mix things up there. So I didn't want something to be like a franchise, you know, with everything is identical and the same here and there. So the like all the bookshelves are the same, stuff like that. So I went the other way and tried to have different bookshelves with different books available, and corners with chairs. And I went with I changed the couch and the chair over there. I went with the diesel ones, and because they look so comfy, I really would love to be to have one like that, at least a chair. And what else? So didn't really want anything to match except for the color of the shelves. So went with for the same color for all the bookshelves, and then I tried to have some more quirky elements here and there, and then I had to steer away from having too much toys there, because it's not a toy store. So at first I had put way too many toys, but then I kept just the ones that are maybe comic book related, or video games related. So it's a video game / comic book / book, regular books store. And yeah. Then finally we get to the bathroom. So for the bathroom, I tried something a bit different, but because I'm trying to find ways to have sinks where there is, they are not, it's not like they're floating, but you know, the top board is attached to the wall without, there are no legs to it. So that's what I'm trying there. But again, I haven't play tested that, so I'm not 100% sure the Sims will be able to wash their hands. So I really need to check that before the save file. So I'll do that, but later I wanted to release this one because it's done, and I don't want to do like for the museum in Bridgeport. It's done. I've made it. I made it over. It's I'm not going to add anything, but I kept putting off the tour because I wanted to check if I could do a wedding there. But I think I'm going to release the video without doing that and just do a regular tour. So then that's the bathroom upstairs. I might have changed the mirror, maybe. I don't remember. And this one is the one in the bookstore where I've put a potty for toddlers. So in the bookstore, there are more like areas for the toddlers. And finishing touch, I think I had forgotten the bathroom in the backstage area where I've put a shower so they can shower there and get dressed or, you know, change after a show. Change a bit the wall because we're thinking that there was too much wood there. So even the floor, I changed it a bit. So yeah, mostly the finishing touch before getting ready for a tour. So, overview of the lot. Let's go with the movie theater first. Well, the theater. So there is a level skip marker on the ground floor. So we are actually on sort of the second floor. So this is on foundation, but this is not. So part of the room here is a bit hidden over there. So we have the reception desk over there and the door leading to the theater. The stage is there, and there is an access here to Backstage, a small bathroom over there with a shower, steps over there, a door, a rather grand corridor which has not real purpose, maybe just like to call back to the original building, access for the talents, I don't know, because the Backstage is accessible through that back door over there. So upstairs there are a few rooms. So now the different musical instruments that they can learn to play in the rabbit hole rug. So guitar, bass, drums, piano. And then this is a pretend recording studio. And then here it's a pretend dance class. Access to the roof here, and here is the rooftop that is accessible. This area here is not accessible. And then to finish with that part of the building, the basement where there is the movie theater part. So there is a bigger bathroom here with 3 toilets and 2 urinals. A snow cone machine, there is another vending machine there. And just the one screening room. I had put a second one there, but I removed it, but you can easily add one here. You just need to extend the corridor. And then here, the exit. Hopefully they are not going to use it to get inside the building. There is the rabbit hole rug here. As I've said, there are the different classes. And they also can tour the theater, join the music career. They can go to a show at the right time. So I've placed it there. It can be placed elsewhere. Also, I like when there is the icon showing, but there is the option of not having the icon showing. So next here, there is, let's zoom in on it. Okay, so there is the rabbit hole rug for the bookstore, where you can get a part-time job, shop for books, visit the bookstore instead of having the book register, which I've placed at the library. Instead, I'm having the comic book register. And there is a toddler's corner over there, so that's why I've added a potty for the toddlers in the back room. So as I've said, the rooftop is not accessible, not that one. And here we go with the building and the back entrance. Another vending machine here, I forgot to mention. So that's it for this lot and for this video. I'll see you in the next one. À bientôt!